Ever wonder why some people seem to effortlessly grab everyone's attention, while others just fade into the background? It's not just about looks or luck. It's about understanding the art of connection, techniques that genuinely make people interested in you. We're not talking about generic compliments or cliche lines, but strategies that truly spark curiosity. Today, I'm breaking it all down for you. Remember what Will Rogers said: you never get a second chance to make a first impression. First, let's talk about first impressions. Your first impression starts the moment you interact with someone. The key is to create a sense of mystery, curiosity, and enjoyment without coming off as trying too hard. With the right approach, you'll leave a lasting impression that sticks in their mind long after the conversation ends. So, if you're ready to level up, stay tuned. I'm about to share some irresistible connection tactics. Trust me, these will change the way you interact with anyone. Step 1. Use humor. Mark Twain once said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand." Humor doesn't just make people smile, it breaks down social barriers more effectively than compliments. Humor shows confidence, intelligence, and control in social situations, qualities that naturally draw people in. If you can make someone laugh, you've already won half the battle in building a connection. Step 2. Playful teasing. Light teasing can spark attraction faster than you think. It's about subtly pulling back, showing that you're not completely swept away by their charm. But remember, this isn't about being negative or putting them down. Think of it as gently poking fun. This approach shows confidence and creates a chemistry that's hard to replicate. Avoid cliché compliments. Let's be real. If you're talking to someone, don't just rely on the same old compliments. Most people get nervous and end up saying things like, "You're so beautiful," or "Your smile is stunning." They've heard it all before. People don't just want to hear that they're attractive. They want to feel something genuine. This approach shows that your standards are higher and that you're smart enough to keep them intrigued. You're not immediately impressed. They have to bring more than just looks to earn your approval. That's what makes this strategy a winner. Create a memorable dynamic. Imagine saying with a smile, "You know what? I don't think we'd get along." You're not rejecting them, but you're creating a playful dynamic. This makes you stand out and levels up the game. It's no longer about one person chasing the other. It's about two people enjoying the interaction together. You're confident in casual conversation, while most people are overly cautious with their words. You're creating a light, flirty vibe without trying too hard. But remember, don't overdo it. Too much teasing can annoy them and make you seem like you don't care. If you can balance attraction with playful teasing, you'll be someone they remember. Why does this work? Playful teasing creates good tension, a subtle push and pull. You show interest, then pull back a little to keep them curious. Now they're thinking, wait, do they like me or are they just having fun? That's what keeps them interested. They want to figure you out. And the more they think about you, the more intrigued they become. Build trust through laughter. This is something many people overlook. Someone who can make others laugh, even when they're feeling down, is someone who's likely to be trusted. Why? Because it shows emotional intelligence and resilience, qualities that make someone stand out when facing challenges. People feel safe with someone they can trust, especially in vulnerable moments. So, use humor and connection, and watch how it transforms your interactions. Second, the power of mirroring. Body language is incredibly powerful, and mirroring can be a magical way to connect with someone. Imagine you're talking to someone, and without realizing it, you both lean forward, your body language syncing like a subtle dance. That's the power of mirroring. It's more than just copying movements. It's about creating an invisible bond. When done subtly, it can be a powerful tool in your social toolkit. Try this. If someone leans in, you do the same. Suddenly, There's a magnetic pull, an exchange of energy that brings you closer. Cool, right? Oprah Winfrey once said, "If you want to connect, lean in." And she's right. Leaning in doesn't just show interest. It triggers a subconscious connection we all crave. It doesn't stop there. Try tilting your head slightly while maintaining eye contact. It's a small move, but it has a big impact. It's like saying, "I'm here, I'm listening, and I'm genuinely interested." The beauty of this move lies in its simplicity, but its effect is profound. But be careful. If you glance around or look over someone's head, it sends the opposite message, like you're not interested. Scientists have studied this phenomenon through slow-motion videos, discovering micro-synchronizations of tiny movements that are almost invisible to the naked eye. These include small nods, finger tension, lip stretches, or even tiny twitches. These synchronizations show closeness, even if we're not aware of it. Our brains are like, "This person gets me." And honestly, isn't that what we're all looking for? So, why not give it a try? Next time you're in a conversation, subtly mirror the other person. Lean in if they lean in, nod if they nod, and tilt your head slightly to show you're engaged. The beauty of this technique lies in its subtlety. It's not about copying, but about natural reflexes. You'll be surprised how it changes your interactions. Third, flip the script. Imagine you're talking to someone who's clearly interested in you. There's a bit of mystery, a bit of tension. But here's what really draws them in. People love a challenge. Not an uncomfortable one, but a playful, engaging challenge that keeps them curious. This dynamic subtly makes them chase you, keeping them on their toes in a fun, flirty way. Think about it. Are you the type to just go along with everything? Or do you add a little spice? A playful resistance that makes them want more? Here's an example. If you're flirting, you could say something cheeky like, "My mom warned me about people like you, the kind that could get me in trouble." What you're doing here is flipping the script. You're giving the impression that they're the ones trying to win you over, framing the interaction as them chasing you. This playful reversal taps into their competitive side, keeping the vibe light and flirty. The trick is to keep it fun and not take it too seriously. Timing is key. If someone's excitedly talking about something, like their hobby of painting or cooking, don't just agree with everything they say. Try saying something like, "You'll have to prove that to me. I'm not sure I believe you. Show me." This playful invitation creates a stimulating, flirty interaction. But remember, timing is everything. You can't drop a playful line in the middle of a serious conversation. If the mood is too tense or formal, it'll come off as weird, even awkward. Wait until the vibe is relaxed, you're both laughing, and it's clear you're not taking things too seriously. Once they know you're just having fun, this approach will work wonders. Why does this work? Because it makes them feel like they have to work for your attention, not the other way around. Think of it like this. Chemistry comes from a mix of tension and relaxation. You don't want them to know exactly where they stand. If you say, "I bet I can bake a better cake than you," while talking about baking, you're planting the idea that you're on equal footing, and now they have to prove themselves to you. This subtle competitive energy makes them more invested in the interaction, pushing them to keep proving themselves because you've challenged them in an engaging, not demeaning way. Dr. Helen Fisher, an anthropologist known for her studies on love and relationships, has talked about the role of playful competition in romantic attraction. According to her, flirty banter triggers dopamine, the brain chemical associated with pleasure. It's a natural way to build attraction and create memorable connections. That's why playful teasing works so well. It creates an emotional roller coaster that keeps things exciting. The key here is balance. You're not trying to one-up them or make them feel inferior. Instead, you're showing that you're confident enough to tease yourself and them while keeping the vibe light and fun. It's a push and pull dance that builds tension and attraction, leaving them thinking about you long after the conversation ends. So, what will you say the next time the conversation flows into something they're passionate about? Will you just go with it? Or will you add a playful challenge to keep them curious and intrigued? How will you balance tension and fun to create irresistible chemistry? Fourth, let your eyes do the flirting. Have you ever thought about the power of a single glance? It's pretty incredible when you think about it. Just locking eyes with someone for a moment can send a strong message. Eye contact is your secret weapon, and once you master it, you'll be amazed at how quickly it builds connection. People, especially women, are highly perceptive, more than most people realize. Even before you speak, they can often sense whether you're interested or not. Eyes don't lie. They reveal a lot about whether you're confident, nervous, genuinely curious, or just testing the waters. The trick here is, it's not just about looking, but about controlling the eye contact. You want to hold their gaze long enough to show interest, but not so long that it becomes uncomfortable. Imagine this. You're at the supermarket, and across the aisle, you catch their eye. You hold that gaze for a few seconds, pair it with a friendly smile, and then calmly look away. This simple act speaks volumes. It's like sending a subtle but powerful message. I see you, and I'm interested. What makes this intriguing is how it sparks curiosity. As humans, we're naturally drawn to things that aren't immediately clear or available. A brief moment of eye contact followed by looking away creates a bit of mystery. It's like cracking the door open just enough to make them wonder what's behind it. People, especially women, are often drawn to challenges. They don't want everything handed to them on a platter. They want something that makes them curious. Using eye contact this way creates the perfect balance. You're confident but not overbearing, interested but not desperate, and that's attractive. It sets you apart from those who are too shy to make a move, or those who come on too strong. The real magic happens when you break eye contact at the right moment. Suddenly, they're thinking, wait, why did they look at me and then look away? Are they interested or not? That little mystery pulls them in, makes them curious, and now they're thinking about you. This isn't just theory. Behavioral psychology backs it up. Research shows that eye contact can activate the brain's reward system, increasing feelings of attraction and interest. Albert Mehrabian even found that 93% of communication is nonverbal. That means your eyes are speaking volumes before you even say a word. And that's the beauty of it. Controlled eye contact allows you to create tension, curiosity, and connection without uttering a single word. Stay calm, stay composed, and let your eyes do the work. People pick up on these subtle cues more than you think. It's not just about getting them to look at you. It's about making them feel something, making them curious, and making them think. That's where the real magic lies. Keep this up throughout the interaction, and you'll see the difference. Flirting is like a dance. You take a step, they take a step. Eye contact pulls them in, but the timing and rhythm make them want to get closer. It's about knowing when to look, when to smile, and when to leave a little mystery in the air. As Will Rogers said, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And he was absolutely right. Mastering the art of eye contact gives you the edge to make an unforgettable first impression. Sometimes, you don't even need words to captivate someone. Just a glance, a pause, and a little mystery can spark something electric. Have you ever stopped to think about the power of a single glance? It might just be the most underrated skill you'll ever master. Fifth, the ultimate weapon. Push and pull. Push and pull is a classic strategy that works by balancing moments of showing interest with pulling back. It's like a dance where you step forward, step back, then forward again, all in a playful way. The push is when you act uninterested, creating emotional distance, while the pull is when you show interest again, drawing them closer. The idea is to keep things exciting by making them curious about your feelings. Let's break it down with some examples. You're dangerous to my sanity. You're making me confused. I need to keep my distance, or I'll end up liking you too much. The way you smile, you know you make everything difficult for me, right? I need to stay away from you for a bit. You're too captivating. You're so funny. I can barely keep myself together. These lines can be used in person or over text, and with a little practice, you'll get the hang of it. It's all about observing the interaction and keeping things light and fun. But there's a hidden art to push-pull that many people overlook. The emotional roller coaster might sound extreme, but playfully letting someone experience a range of emotions like excitement or frustration can heighten attraction. When someone feels mixed emotions, it triggers the release of dopamine, the same chemical we feel when riding a roller coaster or during high and low emotional moments. People, especially women, often respond to this uncertainty because it keeps things exciting. If you can master this emotional push-pull, where you playfully raise and lower their emotions, it creates a connection that's hard to ignore. For example, imagine they feel your level of interest is at a 6 out of 10, but then you playfully tease them and raise it back up to an 8 or 9. It's about managing those emotional shifts. As Mark Twain said, the secret of getting ahead is getting started, and that applies here. Successful push-pull is about starting that emotional dance with respect and care. Keep things light, fun, and positive, and don't overdo the push or you risk coming off as uninterested. The power of push-pull lies in the emotions it creates. It's not about manipulation, but about creating a dynamic that keeps things exciting. So next time you're in a conversation, think about how you can add a little push-pull. Playfully push, then pull them back with warmth. Sixth, create a buzz, then disappear. Have you ever noticed how the most captivating shows often end on a cliffhanger? You're left hanging, wondering what's going to happen next. Now imagine using that same technique in your conversations. When things are going well, they're laughing at your jokes and the connection feels strong, that's when you stop. Don't wait for the conversation to fizzle out. Instead, take control and end it in a way that leaves them wanting more. You could say something like, "I hate to cut this short, but I've got something I need to take care of. Let's pick this up another time." What you're doing here isn't closing the interaction, it's leaving the door open for more. You're sparking their curiosity, making them wonder what's next. This technique works because, as psychology tells us, people are drawn to things they can't easily have. Anticipation is a powerful motivator. It triggers the brain's dopamine system, making them excited for the next interaction. You're creating mystery, and mystery is magnetic. By controlling the narrative, you're leaving them curious without giving everything away. Now they're left on a high note, with thoughts of you lingering long after the conversation ends. As the saying goes, always leave them wanting more. Seventh, the extraordinary power of a simple touch. Have you ever thought about how powerful a simple touch can be? It's like we're wired to interpret the message behind every touch, whether it's expressing anger, fear, love, or empathy. Studies show that we interpret touch with up to 83% accuracy. So think about it. What energy are you sending when you touch someone? Is it a light touch, a firm grip, or a gentle pat? When it comes to flirting, there's something called the 5 to 15 rule. It's simple but effective. Aim to touch the other person 5 times during a 15-minute conversation. This could be as simple as a playful nudge or a light touch during a handshake. When timed right, even the slightest touch can add depth to your words and deepen the connection. Here's what's interesting. The 3 H's of intimacy: hands, hips, and head. Imagine during a conversation, you lightly touch someone's hand while laughing at something they said. It's subtle, but it instantly creates warmth and connection. Or imagine guiding someone through a crowd with a light touch on their lower back or hip. It silently communicates care and attention. The head is the closest zone of intimacy, whether it's a friendly pat on the shoulder or a playful touch to their hair. Touching someone's head creates a unique sense of closeness. So next time you're interacting with someone, ask yourself, what message am I sending with my touch? Can a small, attentive touch change the entire energy of the connection? Mastering the art of touch is about subtlety. Sometimes the smallest touch leaves the biggest impact. To wrap it all up, mastering these connection tactics isn't about playing games or using manipulative tricks. It's about genuine connection, confidence, and understanding what makes someone feel valued. When people learn to apply these thoughtful techniques, they don't just create attraction, they build meaningful relationships. Remember, the most powerful tool you have is your authenticity. That's what will ultimately make you stand out. If you found these tips helpful, support this channel by liking this video, subscribing, sharing your thoughts in the comments, and hitting the notification bell for more awesome content. Thanks for watching.